crow with an injured wing, just lying there on the beach.
I imagine this was almost a second home to most of the fishermen who lived here. There was a strong reading when you walked in. There's a story to be told here. I think you better keep looking.
Well, considering I just got here, of course I'm going to continue looking around. Looks like a pretty standard pub area.
Number for you. Hey, thanks for locking up for me tonight. Don't forget to leave the key in the safe so that I can get into my room when I return. Combination 1513. Thanks. Lane.
Leaving the combination for a safe just lying around in a public area just doesn't seem the best type of security protocol.
Barred customers. Can all staff please take note that the following customers are currently barred from the Crow's Nest pub. Please do not allow them to enter the premises till their bar is lifted. Jim Thompson, 5 years. Mark Penman, 6 months. Christopher Fletcher, 8 weeks. Maggie Hemingway, 5 weeks. Steve Gregson, 1 week. Thanks.
I wonder what they did to get barred from the pub. Especially for those lengths of times.
Reminder, lock door when going to bed.
There's another weird reminder.
Another one. You're really doing a very good job, Restorer. Although I should mention, the board are going to be monitoring our progress tonight. So failure to retrieve the artifact is simply not an option. Please remain focused in there, Restorer. I can't stress to you how much I'm relying on you to succeed. I've been let down far too many times before, and I won't stand for it again. What? Yes, I asked you half an hour ago. No, I want you to inject it now. I don't care. They have clearly stated the procedure's intention, so do as I ask. Sorry about that. I need to go and sort out an incompetent individual as per usual. I'll be back shortly.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I needed matches for.
If you feel lost, or don't know where to go, remember you can go back to the case and check the map.
It glistened in the shop window. A music box with the most beautiful decoration.
A great man once worked here. Part philosopher, part engineer. His radical new ideas changed the course of history forever. Let's find out what this has to do with anything.
Failures. More damn failures plague my work. Equipment has been breaking all of the time, forcing me to buy in bulk or to search out expensive and specific parts. The Hemingways who run the post office must think that I'm creating Frankenstein. Sometimes I wonder if I am, especially with so many failed attempts. It's like God is stopping me in my tracks, preventing me from creating this wondrous machine for some unfathomable reason. How can more conversation and contact be a bad thing? Abel.
The mind can be like a blank canvas, or a picture can be left incomplete for a generation, only to be finished years later in life.
The blacksmith was a vital part of the British town for a very long time, but with industries growing and taking over, they had to find other ways to survive and remain in trade. This particular smith became well known for his sculpting and other decorative metal work. But apparently he became a recluse after the industrial decline and destroyed all of his work.
Damaged floor. Dear Mr. Bell, although I'm grateful for the extra income, I'm slightly worried about the damage you've done to my floor whilst putting your cables under my workshop. The floor looks very weak. I'm nervous every time I have to carry something heavy over it. Anyway, I've made the repair cable you asked for. It's only a temporary fix, but it should do the job. We'll talk about the floor again soon. Dear Aaron, my sleepless nights have now almost stopped. The rolling sound of the buoys out at sea help me drift off every night, and Poppy sleeps soundly at the foot of my bed next to my tools. It has been difficult to continue blacksmithing in the same capacity as an old man. There are so many repairs that I need to do for the locals that I am just not quick enough to do it in time. Anyway, those Wainwright kids have been playing around the furnace again. They come down to watch the toy boat races on the river, but like to take excursions into my workshop. I know you're neighbors with their parents, so could you ask them to have a word with the children for me? I just don't have the energy to chase them anymore.
A heavy heart won't hang in the balance forever. If an artist's tools are kept sharpened, any memory can be etched in stone.
Hello, Dr. Edmund speaking. No, everything is coming along as expected. He's showing some good progress. I know, but... Yes, I understand. I'll send the results as soon as possible. That was observations. The board are expecting results soon. We simply can't miss this deadline. There should only be one more memory fragment in this area that we need to find. Please don't let me down like the others did.
I'll try my best not to let you down, but I make no promises, because I don't exactly trust you.
Painter's Journal Number 2, Entry 210. Today's workshop didn't go very well. I attended a mosaic group as recommended by my doctor. As requested, I sat down and began to follow the instructions from the kind lady who was helping me. Yet as I sat in that room with people surrounding me, all having the same condition as I suddenly became aware of where I was and why I was there. Having never felt such an emotional sensation, I began to panic, to seize up with an overwhelming need to leave the group. I was a state. When I paint, I feel like I lose myself in the forms I create. My thoughts and problems no longer become apparent or relevant. Nothing else matters, especially new art forms.
So that explains how to move the pallet in the post office. Let's go see what we can get now. Okay, well I can already see a note, so let's go read that first.
Just nipped out. Philip. I've just nipped out, but shouldn't be too long. Can you please make sure that you keep an eye on the counter for me whilst I'm gone? Matthew is upstairs sorting through the parcel backlog that the bank holiday has caused. He told me that it was taking him a lot longer to go through because of the weird and heavy equipment that Mr. Bell had been ordering from London. Apparently, the fellow had ordered a whole load of stuff relating to the buoys and church bells. A trifle strange if you ask me, but to each their own. Anyway, I will see you soon, Jan. Oh gosh, I missed this earlier. Okay.
Okay, I think back here is the only place on the tire map that I have not checked. So I'm guessing that the ribbon is back here somewhere. Oh, yep, see, right there. There it is. It was that easy. I'm just oblivious. Okay, so let's go click on this ribbon.
Remember, Restorer, I will not let you project back to the real world until our goal is reached. Don't worry about what's happening on my end. I'll make sure you're safe. As long as you help me, I'll help you. And we'll get through this in one piece. Now, when you're ready, come back to the case and let's access the first core memory of this evening. Okay, Restorer. It's time to venture into our first core memory. I can't contact you when you're inside, so good luck. When you're ready, activate the music box and step through the doorway.